Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. We normally start here with chapstick. This is the crazy troll nation of YouTube. The crazy, that's because I can be very entertaining at times. I do curse on my channel sometimes. I am trying really hard to remember to say that in my intro, and I feel like I'm sitting low. The troll because, number one, there is no such thing. Number two, it's just making fun of the beauty community, saying you have to look like this, you have to use this makeup brand, you have to use this type of brush, you have to use this particular technique, you have to slim this, chisel this, get rid of all of this, hide your under eye discoloration and bags and all of that stuff. I'm here to just tell you, self-acceptance, self-love, love yourself, accept yourself, for who you are and for how you look, even though we like to play in face paint. That is the basic concept of the crazy troll nation of YouTube. It's just rocking what you like to rock and rock it with confidence. I'll show you what else we do here on this channel. So if all of that sounds good to you, the concept, what else I do here that you saw, I would love to have you be a part of the troll nation with me, to rock and roll on this troll train with me. So go ahead and subscribe if you like, click like on the videos you like, comment. I love the interaction. It's all free. That's the best part. Well, actually, me being as entertaining as I am is the best part. Yeah, the second best part is that it's free. We're not going to do chapstick because I just did this look, a palette bingo collab with Joe Beauty 87, and I did put on the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Hot Chocolate, which is a neutral shade. I'm going to swatch it really quick. I'm doing this because I want to show you an option for this look, and I had said, you know, this can be your daytime lip, because I do wear stuff like this in the daytime. Even when I worked, I wore this in the daytime, but I was saying how you can then for nighttime put on the Fenty Stunner and unveil, and so that's what I'm going to put on now. And so hopefully you've seen that video. I will have Joe Beauty's collab video down below. Something she did that I really like is she always keeps her collab videos linked in her description box, and our first collab was near the end of 2021, and I said for 2022 I'm gonna leave my collabs for whatever that year is down below. So her collab video with me for the Whistler palette, this look, palette bingo, will be down below, so check that out. And I'm going to show you how this looks with a dark brown look. That's part of the crazy and TCT is I just be saying stuff. And I am wired on Mountain Dew right now. It's almost 4 in the morning. Yes, I am nocturnal. I work down at the Playhouse. Hour drive there. It was like an 8-hour shift. Hour drive home, so Mountain Dew keeps me alert. I'm nocturnal anyway, but who wants to be driving at like 2 in the morning? Anyway, so I'm gonna show you what this looks like with a dark lip, because I like me with a dark eye and a dark lip. And so I just wanted to show you another option. And as you can tell by the title, this is not what this video is about. But I want to show you. You see that? How that just brings out like this transition shade, which is actually 2 different shades. Look at that. That just brings it to, if you're the type that has nighttime looks and daytime looks, which for me, a look is a look, and I have worn out looks like this during the daytime. But if you do daytime, nighttime, as you saw in that video, just put like a gloss over it. At nighttime, put on a dark lip. And you can just keep the same eye look. Just freshen up your mascara if you want to. So what this video is about, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. What this video is about the Whistler palette that I did this look with, and the random generator chose Soa Mousse Ski Out Powder Specialist for Fox Sake and Gone Skiing. And this is the look I came up with those 5 shades. This was the 4th look I did with this palette. When I first received it, I did receive it in PR. Nomad Cosmetics, thank you. Felicia and Auntie, you are awesome. And I'm loving your products. Yo, I did order Marrakesh. And it's on sale for $29. Yeah. So you'll be seeing looks with that after I receive that. I did purchase that one. But when you look at this palette, I'll link my other 2 videos below, because the first video was 2 looks and the second video was the 3rd look. So this is the fourth look. But looking at this, the first time I did these two columns, because I wanted to show you easy ways to use this palette. When you look at it and you see these colors, what am I going to do? So the first video, we did these two columns on one eye, these two columns on the second eye, and I forget actually what I did with the third look. And I can't believe I don't remember what the third look was I did. But also, looking at this, would you think you can get this out of that? And yeah, I did say Joe Beauty's collab video for this look, for this bingo collab. This palette bingo collab. Oh my gosh, I need to just get off recording and just come down off this Mountain Dew high. She did a really smoky look and she did a halo eye. And I'm like, damn. Because when you look at this, would you think, looking at this, that you couldn't get this? And when you see the smoky look she did, her smoky halo eye, which was gorgeous, it's like, you did that from this? Because you got the bright gold, you got the greens, you got the blues. And it's just like, okay, most people, okay, liner color, deep in the outer corner. You know what I'm saying? Or do a little monochromatic, you know, with these three or something. But looking at this, yo, listen, when I was looking at the Marrakesh palette online, I went on there to get a gift for someone. And I'm like, ooh, it's on sale. And as I was looking at it, it looks to be a lot of reddish brown tones. But what I realized about the Nomad Cosmetics shadows, I have Haunted Europe, Berlin Underground, America's Parks, and now I have Whistler Snow Lodge, excuse me, and Marrakesh is on the way. What I realized about their palettes is they look one way. Because I wouldn't have thought I can get smoke like this out of this unless I just use maybe like these two and maybe this one and this one, which that is 4 of the shades. But I wouldn't have thought to put that together to do this. And so I'm thinking, even though 2 shades looking online and at swatches on YouTube videos, it looks like in the Marrakesh that 2 of the shades could possibly look similar on the eye, and 2 other shades, one looks like when you blend it out, it may look like another one. But what I realized is they can look one way in the pan and they can swatch and look a certain way. And my hand is not the same shade as my face. It may be now because the foundation is evening my skin out and I have on bronzer and stuff going on over here. And so, but when I put their shadows on, it looks different than the swatches, or they may look deeper or more brighter than the swatches. And so when I was looking at Marrakesh online and looking at the swatches on YouTube videos, I thought, you know what? This palette, I'm gonna rock this palette because I know it's not going to look similar once I get it and put it on. And I'm just really excited about this brand, and I'm going to show you America's Parks because, and so I was looking at this online before I purchased it, and I thought it was going to be too cool tone for me. But then when I got it, because of the mixture of the different tones in here, you have some cools, you have some that are neutral leaning warm, and you have some that are neutral. It just works. And I do have a playlist, excuse me for snacking, for all of my palettes. And so if you want to go back and see what I did with this, please check out those videos. The shadows just work. Like nothing is just like, oh, that's too cool tone for me, it don't look right. And so I was really glad that I purchased it, even though looking online, I'm like, it might be a little too cool tone for me. I'll give it a chance. Yo, look at the looks I did with this palette. I'm telling you. And I already knew I was going to like Berlin Underground because it has that vampy vibe. And also I want to say, this is Berlin Underground. Most of their palettes that I have, Berlin Underground, this one, America's Parks I just showed you, Whistler that I showed you at the beginning of the video, and Haunted Europe, most of them do have like some golds and greenish tones. But because of the different formulas and the different undertones of the shades, they're not really dupes. They show up different on my lid. And so I kept thinking, I don't need any more golds, but it just works and they're different. And as I said earlier, they can look one way in the pan and you might think, oh, okay, yeah, this looks like that one. And you swatch it and it's like, yeah, okay, that looks kind of similar. But when I put them on my lid, This looks weird, making that face. Anyway, but it just works. And this is the Haunted Europe palette. So again, we have greens and we have golds, but they show up on my lid different than they look in the pan. And I didn't mean for this to be a comparison video, and there is one on here where someone on YouTube where someone did compare the different Nomad palettes. And so this here is Berlin Underground at the bottom, and at the top is Nomad. So you'll look at it and think, okay, they both have golds. This has this little wannabe greeny down here, like olivey tone, but you do have greens in Haunted Europe, which is the one at the top. But they look so different on my lid. And that's my thing with swatches, when they say, oh, is it similar enough? Is it going to look the same? And usually, for most brands, when they say, oh, this one is a little more cool tone, or this one is a little more warm tone, but for me, when I apply them, they look the same on my lid. But no, these Nomad shades, they do not look the same on my lid. They don't. I don't know how they do it. I don't know what's going on over there in their factory. But for me, they have nailed eyeshadow formula. And as I said, even in America's Parks, here you go again with greens and golds. Each one is different. Each one is different. And as much as I love Natasha Denona, that's why I didn't buy her gold palette. Because I'm like, how many shades of gold do I need? Even though they were different formulas and different textures. But I didn't purchase it because I'm like, I don't need like 6 gold shades. No. But now here I am with different palettes with different golds and greens, and this is Whistler, but they do all show up different on me. And even when I did see swatches of the Natasha Denona gold palette on YouTube, to me they still kind of look like, yeah, they would look the same on the lid. None of these greens and golds from any of these 4 palettes look the same on my lid. They don't. And that's what's making me love Nomad, is because they're not duping themselves, in my opinion. And it could be a skin tone undertone thing. And so that plays a role too in how shades will show up on your lids. And so I'm excited to get Marrakesh. I'm excited to see what those brownish reddish tones will look like. It does look like a nice warm palette, and I am a warm tone gal because my undertone is warm. But I'm excited to get it and do some looks and see. If you have Marrakesh, let me know what you think about it. If you've done videos with it, link them below and I will check them out. And I still don't know if that's proper etiquette to link your video under somebody else's. And so that's why I say you can do that. Feel free to do that. And I will watch it because I want to see what other people are doing with the palettes that I have that I love. And so that is it for this video. I'm excited because I really like this. And I didn't think I was really going to get, excuse me for smacking, this kind of smoke out of this. Like, I am really digging this look. And with this lip too. And it's weird because this is a cool tone color for the lip, but it works. It works. You know, it's more neutral than cool. That's why it works, I think. Anyway, I'm going to go. I don't want to babble. Let me know what you think of these palettes. If you have them, Haunted Europe, Berlin Underground, America's Parks, and Whistler, and soon to be Marrakesh. I am so excited. I'm going to go. You will see me in the next video.